Hey, how's it going? Welcome back. I'm Matt, and today we are talking about microphone stuff. Specifically, we are talking about the microphone I'm holding right now, which is the Shure SM57. This microphone is the only microphone you actually need. I know that sounds a little bit like a crazy claim, but honestly, I think it's true. You can get other mics. I love other mics. I have plenty of other microphones. But if you could only get one microphone, desert island microphone, you got one, you got to record everything with it, 57. It's the way to go. It's just good. It's just practical. It's cheap. It's durable. You can throw this thing through a wall, drop it on the floor, step on it. I don't care. You can beat this thing the hell up. It's still going to be a good microphone. It's still going to work. I actually did a little bit of research for this video, which is kind of rare for me, but I looked it up. The SM57 has been around since 1965. It is the upgrade of the Shure 545 that came out in 1959. It was almost completely identical, the same looking capsule, but it was silver. It was a little different, I guess, and it was really popular. It was used in a lot of studios. It was used to record vocals on Pet Sounds on the Beach Boys album. It was very popular. Shure apparently wanted to make an upgrade to this that was virtually indestructible and also looked better on TV. So they got rid of the reflective silver capsule and they put it in this black one that you see now so that it wouldn't be distracting or difficult to light or weird for lighting situations on television. Since 1965 and the release of this microphone, it has become the go-to workhorse studio microphone. Whether you know it or not, you've heard this microphone on probably everything. Because this is a music gear channel, I have to make a video about the SM57. You may have seen a bunch of them before, but I have to do it because this thing's great and it's fun. And it's worth the hype. It's a great sounding microphone. It is a practical microphone. It's the one microphone. If you have to pick one, if you have to put one in front of anything and be pretty sure it's going to sound okay, the 57. Earlier this week, I was making a video with some friends in a band that I'll have more information on in the coming weeks. We were trying to figure out how to mic guitars. We were talking about a couple different options, and in the end we settled on the 57. They're a metal band. They had big Marshall cabs, Marshall amps. What it ultimately came down to is like your brain knows, your brain recognizes, whether it knows it or not, a 57 on a Marshall cab with a distorted guitar. It's just going to sound good. We were talking about that, like you can move it around a little bit. You will get different tones, of course, but it just sounds good. Like it sounds right, at least to my ear. So much music that I've heard over the years has had that exact combination. It just works. And if it isn't broke, we had to do something practical. We had a live situation in the room. The whole band was there. They were all playing right next to each other. We had to close mic guitars with one microphone because we were limited on inputs. And the 57 was the way to go. Weirdly, we didn't use it on the snare drum this time, though we could have easily used it and gotten just as good of a sound. We just wanted to try something new. I will get into that in another video that will be coming out later this week. I've used this microphone on everything. Kick drum, snare drum, overhead, just stick it in front of a whole band just for a demo, vocals, bass, acoustic guitar, you name it. I put a 57 in front of it and it's worked. It's a $99 microphone. It sounds good. I'm going to play around with it a little bit today just to kind of show you can get multiple tones with it. I'm going to show you a couple different ways to do it just with an electric guitar today. I have my little orange amp here behind me. I'm going to mic it up. I'm going to move this guy around. I'm going to do some clean tones, some dirty tones, and just kind of show you this thing's versatile. It's a small cardioid dynamic microphone, and you can throw it in front of anything, and you're going to get something workable. Especially with an electric guitar, and especially with a distorted electric guitar, like that's the tone. That's the tone you're thinking of. Probably. Of course, there are other options, there are other things, but like, you don't have to. You can get fancier with it, you can get more complex with it. Of course, those things are all beautiful and great and important. But if you just need to mic up a guitar, 57, every time. Not every time, I'm sorry, that's wrong. But if you just need to mic up a guitar, like, just throw a 57 in front of it. If you don't want to have to think that hard, or you have other things going on, or like, if you just want an easy tone that's gonna work, use this microphone. you can use this microphone. I'm not saying that this is the only microphone to use. Of course not. It's case by case. Every recording situation is. There is no cover-all answer. But this comes pretty damn close. And that's why I'm using it to talk to you today, is because you can also use it for vocals. You could have a podcast with this. You could do full vocals with this. Plenty of people have done that on albums that have been very successful. You can always go fancier. You can go with something that has a wider frequency response, that has more body tubes. It has, you could use different preamps, but I'm going straight into my Zoom recorder, right into the camera. This is a very simple setup. I'm just showing you, if you just throw this in front of a guitar, let's see what happens. I have a second camera going here, so you'll be able to see when I change it, but I'm doing this as kind of a one mic video because I want to show you that if you can only get one mic, even to make videos, this works. So let's put it on a guitar. This is a Fender Mexican-made Telecaster going into an orange Crush 35 RT practice amp. No pedals in between. I'm just going from the guitar to the amp. We're going to do the dirty channel, the clean channel, a little bit of reverb in the amp. Nothing crazy. This is as simple a setup as you can get. SM57. Let's see what happens. So that was just me moving around a 57 on a little guitar cab. You can use this mic to get a bunch of different tones depending on which way you turn it, angle it, where on the speaker head it is. There's a million different ways that you can do it, and it's just with this microphone. You get a lot of cool tones. It sounds great on the clean one. It sounds even better on the dirty channel. If you're someone who's looking for just a one mic solution to almost anything, but especially electric guitars, 57. You can use this again on vocals. I'm talking into it right now. I'm not going to sing because I'm not a singer. You guys don't need to hear that. But my point being, you can use this on anything. You can also put it on a bass cab. I just don't have one here, or I would show you that. I have another video where I use this on an acoustic guitar. If you want to check that out, I can link it below. It just sounds good on stuff. It just sounds good. It's an affordable microphone. It sounds great. You can use it on so many different things. If it's only within your budget to get one microphone and you have multiple things to deal with, if it's a large range of things, or even if it's just vocals and electric guitar or whatever, this is the first thing I always recommend to people. If you're just getting into microphones, it's also a starter. It's not expensive. You can start to learn mic placement, things like that, without spending a bunch of money to get in. This is the first microphone I got when I started recording stuff in high school, and it's kind of the gateway microphone. You get to learn if this is even what you like before you start spending a ton of extra money on other gear. And also, you don't need to spend a bunch of money to sound good. It's all on just using your ear, figure out what sounds good. So yeah, that's the 57 on a guitar amp. In the future, I'll show it to you on some other things. I'm in a small apartment, and this was rude enough to do to my neighbors. So I'm not gonna make much more noise for today, but that's this guy and this guy going straight into the camera through a Zoom handy recorder. If you like this video, hit that like button. If you want to see more stuff like this, hit the subscribe button. I put out videos every Monday, and I also have some more stuff coming out in the coming weeks in relation to a music video I helped my friends shoot. So if you want to check that stuff out, also hit the subscribe button and you'll see more content from me and the stuff that I make with my friends. So yeah, that's all I got for you this week. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you later.